Welcome to the Gospel Road. Proverbs 24 is what we're going to look at today. 'Tis the season for sinuses. It's kind of like spring. A lot of allergies kind of like kick in for a lot of people. I kind of go through a sinus change that now affects me all through winter. It's great. Anyway, the things that we deal with as the seasons change. I know up and down temperatures we're getting around here, pretty much roller coasters, back in the 80s this week and then back to the 50s this week. So I know depending on where you live, you kind of feel or see the same thing, but we are really in that time of the year, coming to the end of October, getting closer to Halloween, the end of the month, so you're seeing all of the spooky shows that are coming on the TV. A lot of spooky podcasts that are being shared. A lot of spooky playlists through the apps, iHeart and Pandora and those different things. Proverbs 24 says, "Be not envious of evil men, nor desire to be with them. For their hearts devise violence, and their lips talk of trouble. By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is full of strength, and a man of knowledge enhances his might. For by wise guidance you can wage your war, and in abundance of counselors there is victory. Wisdom is too high for a fool. In the gate he does not open his mouth. Whoever plans to do evil will be called a schemer. The devising of folly is sin, and the scoffer is a abomination to mankind. If you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. Rescue those who are being taken away to death. Hold back those who are stumbling to the slaughter. If you say, 'Behold, we did not know this,' does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who keeps watch over your soul know it? And will he not repay man according to his work? My son, eat honey, for it is good, and the drippings of the honeycomb are sweet to your taste. Know that wisdom is such to your soul. If you find it, there will be future, and your hope will not be cut off. Lie not in wait as a wicked man against the dwelling of the righteous. Do no violence to his home. For the righteous falls 7 times and rises again, but the wicked stumble in times of calamity. Do not rejoice when your enemy falls, and let not your heart be glad when he stumbles, lest the Lord see it and be displeased, and turn away his anger from him. Fret not yourself because of evildoers, and do not be envious of the wicked, for the evil man has no future. The lamp of the wicked will be put out. My son, fear the Lord and the king, and do not join with those who do otherwise, for disaster will arise suddenly from them, and who knows the ruin that will come from them both. These also are sayings of the wise. Partiality is judging. In judging is not good. Whoever says to the wicked, 'You are right,' will be cursed by peoples, abhorred by nations. But those who rebuke the wicked will have delight, and good blessings will come upon them. Whoever gives an honest answer kisses the lips. Prepare your work outside. Get everything ready for yourself in the field, and after that build your house. Be not a witness against your neighbor without cause, and do not deceive with your lips. Do not say, 'I will do to him as he has done to me. I will pay the man back for what he has done.' I passed by the field of a sluggard, by the vineyard of a man lacking sense. And behold, it was all overgrown with thorns. The ground was covered with nettles, and its stone wall was broken down. Then I saw and considered it. I looked and received instruction, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come upon you like a robber, and want like an armed man. Proverbs 24. Do not rejoice when your enemy falls, and not let your heart be glad when he stumbles, lest the Lord see it and be displeased and turn away his anger from him. How many times do we take pleasure in that? It also says, do not be envious of an evil man. How often does that happen? We seem to be in this world, and again, this is nothing new. This is a world that's been going on for years, 2,000 years, 3,000 years. Always looking to get even with our enemy, our foe. You have a business and you're wanting your competitor to fail. There seems to be enough people in the world. Why not both be successful? I know some does not always work that way. But if you think about it, there must be something to that. Now, you have the big stores, the big national stores coming in and pushing out the mom and pop stores because the mom and pop stores are not able to get this huge discount like the big stores receive, so they're able to do everything cheaper and sell it cheaper. That's an argument forever of supporting local. Don't go with the big box stores. But unfortunately, when you're trying to support your family and take care of your family, that's not always an option because you're not able to pay the higher prices because you have to be careful and be responsible and be good stewards of that money as you're fiscally responsible for your family, fiscally responsible for your business. We're in such a touch-and-go world, such a offensive world because you're going to do something without trying and you're going to offend someone. We need to all walk outside in bubbles. We need to be the bubble boy, the bubble girl. Almost not even talk with anyone because you're going to open your mouth and someone's going to be offended. You're going to sneeze now and someone's offended. You're going to cough and someone's offended. We're in such fear. It's where we live. We live in fear. Fear of what's going to happen. Fear of being offended. Fear of offending. It's exhausting. That's what it is. It's just completely exhausting. When we need to love one another. In Proverbs here, do not rejoice when your enemy falls. Well, in the New Testament it says, love your enemy. What? Help them when they fall. We've heard stories of that over the years of when a company had a failure, an issue, something happened, even the competitor came in and helped them out. We don't hear of that much anymore because it's every man, woman for themselves, looking out for number one. when we need to be bringing everybody in, loving them, encouraging them, motivating them, helping them, lifting them up, wanting them to be the best that they can be, being the most successful that they can be. I mean, you listen to all the motivational messages, the speeches, the talks, the books, do this, do that, be all this. But we fail. It's rather disheartening. It really is. I mean, do you rejoice when your enemy falls? Do you envy a wicked person? The bad things that they do that you wish they had their life? It says the righteous fall 7 times and rise again. And that's all it is. When you fall, are you going to get back up again? Or are you going to fall and stay down? That is what really marks the type of person you are, your character. Are you a failure? No one's a failure. You're only a failure if you give up. But if you keep getting back up, you're not giving up. You're going forward. You're moving on. You're pressing on. Being the best that you can be to help others be the best. Taking care of each other. Like I said, we're in this season where people start sounding congested. As I mentioned, this is where my season starts, and I start sounding congested. Fight it almost all winter long till spring comes again. Been like this since I was a kid. I mean, allergies maybe, so I must be allergic to cold too, because you get that frost and everything freezes, and those with allergies, it's supposed to just go away. You don't seem to have this problem in the summertime when allergens and pollen are just everywhere. I have many friends who do have allergies and how uncomfortable it is for them. But that seems to be what our life is like. We're just living in this life of congestion. There's just so much happening, so much going on, and we are not able to live freely. As I mentioned, we're in fear of everything. And then those that fear nothing because they could care less if they offend everyone because that's their goal. That's what they want to do. Which we shouldn't be doing that either. Don't make your brother stumble. It's such a delicate mix. A delicate world. We are delicate flowers that break at the drop of a hat. I mean, how is it that you treat one another? How do you see others? Do you share kindness with them? If your enemy falls, do you help them? If they stumble, do you help them? Do you encourage them? Or do you rejoice? Or do you have a glad heart? Are you happy? Oh, they failed. They're out. I get their business. Oh, they failed. They're out. They're mine. We remember that a lot going through high school when you're trying to date a girl or date a boy and they already have a boyfriend or a girlfriend and you're just wanting that to fail so you can swoop in and now they're yours. We all remember that. I think back to days like that and how I was and was not. Did a lot of daydreaming. Kept a lot of things to myself. Still do keep a lot of things to myself. A lot of things I share, though, as well. Not sure if I'm doing the right balance either or. But again, we're trying to do the best that we can and be better, to be the best that we can every day. But it really starts with how we're taking care of others that are around us and really helping them be the best that they can be. You know, it's not about me. It really is about us, because when you're a family, you're a team. When you're at work, a department, or even a small company, you're a team because you're working together for the success of everyone. And we know not everybody thinks that way, but we need to try to be that, to think the best for everyone, so everyone is successful, so everyone does well, so everyone can be the best that they can be, so everyone can take care of their family that you work with, so the family can take care of each other. Again, we go through these times and we get so busy and we get so overwhelmed because there's so many things going on. I mean, for me, with work at home, I don't even know. My brain, it just goes into overdrive. And where I fail with that of being overwhelmed, I think back to when this was a person's life. It seemed to be all the time. I mean, people were working 18-hour days, 7 days a week. And there really was no break. Some of that's changed, but you know, could we have lived and made it 100 years ago with the way we are now? Are we not as strong now as we were then because we've become soft? It's an interesting thought, isn't it? Yeah, these are the weird things that pop in my head every day. Could I have made it 100 years ago? I have no idea. I cannot answer that question. The hope is yes. But again, it was a different time. So being in a different time, you're raised different. So maybe you would be stronger. So you would have been just fine. But if we were to go back in time for the people we are now to deal with it, I'm not sure that it would have been good. Psalm 24. How does it help you today to be the best that you can be, to help others be the best that they can be? Again, being better today than I was yesterday, being better tomorrow than I am today. Always trying to do the best that we can to be successful. And I'm not always talking financially, just talking, you know, as a person, being a good person, sharing kindness, loving one another. Again, not knowing what people are going through, so be kind to them. I fail. I do. Fail at a lot of things. Every day. But I do my best. I try to do my best anyway. Psalm 24. How does that help you be that better person? How does that help you be that better boss, that better manager, a better owner, a better business person? How does it help you be that better family member, aunt, uncle, dad, mom, grandparent, sibling, friend? Again, it's being healthy all the way around, that 360 degrees of healthy mind, body, and soul. Psalm 24, read that today. If you enjoyed this, you could share this with others. You can also find me on social media as well, all the different things that I seem to get my hands into. Just had the marathon last weekend, and that was the entire weekend, so it kind of threw me off a little bit. It was busy, but I know I posted some videos and interviews, some different things I did over the weekend. I know here in just over a month, I'm going to have another weekend that'll be completely gone with the Chris Kindle Market. Should be fun, though. It always is. This will be kind of like with the marathon. This is my third or fourth year or more being involved. I can't remember. And then this will be again like 4 or 5 years doing the stage announce for the Chris Kindle Market. So really, really looking forward to it. That outdoor European Christmas market. So yeah, Bill, you can do that. Social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all those. My buddy Jimmy, as well as on YouTube and mybuddyjimmy.com. I had to think there for a minute. I couldn't remember all of them. I think I got them all, but yeah. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, My Buddy Jimmy, mybuddyjimmy.com. Also, you can rate this on the platform that you are listening. I appreciate that as well. All right, thank you for listening to The Gospel Road. Have a great day. God bless.
Spinal adjustments provided by Dr. Chad Rolfson. The Spinal Tuning Chiropractic Center is a Des Moines area low flat fee per month unlimited chiropractic care practice. When life happens, just adjust. Schedule today at spinaltuning.com.
If you're looking for help with software, app, web development, be sure to check out my friends at ingenuitycompany.com. They believe in their clients. Software development, app development, web development, visioning, design thinking, diagramming, organizational development, strategy. They can help you at the Ingenuity Company. Find out more at ingenuitycompany.com. Barbecue provided by Kenny's Rib Wagon, catering ribs for your pleasure and serving daily at Plaza Pub, 62nd and Douglas in Des Moines, across from Merle Hay Mall. Find Kenny's Rib Wagon on Facebook.
The Jimmy Olsen Radio Network.